The month of January is School Board Recognition Month. It's a great time to focus on the role our school board elected officials play in our communities and schools. At Weslaco ISD, we have 7 men who tackle the job of governing our school district. Their actions and decisions affect the present and future lives of our children. Let's meet the Board of Trustees. Dr. Robert Sepulveda is the president. Our vice president, Dr. Richard Rivera. Adrian Gonzalez is the secretary. Also on the Board of Trustees are Oscar Caballero, Jeffrey Everett, David Fuentes, and Erasmo Lopez. An effective school board plays an important role in keeping local schools on track. The Board of Trustees at Weslaco Independent School District are just that. They're the watchdogs of the district. Upon being elected, each school board member is required to attend trainings. The trainings are separated into 3 tiers. At the first tier, trustees attend a local district orientation and a 3-hour orientation to the Texas Education Code. The second tier, board members attend a team building session. This type of training helps board members arrive at decisions using common goals and commitments to do what's best for students. The third tier, first-year trustees are required to earn at least 10 continuing education credit hours, while experienced board members must earn at least 5 per year. So what does it mean to be a school board member? We've divided the role of a school board member into 4 categories. As stated in the board's proclamation, trustees set the district's direction. They ensure alignment. Board members must assess and account for progress and are continuously approving Weslaco ISD. As we learn more about each of them, we'll also gain a better understanding of each of the 4 categories and how they apply to each board member. Category number 1, setting the district's direction.
My vision is for every child in our district to get the best education and try to teach them as much as we can for the technology that we're offering for the kids, you know, and for them to go up to the next level, you know, college.
That's very good. Good job.
I think what we would like to do is give every child a chance to succeed, you know, for whatever they choose to do. You know, if they want to enter the workforce, that we have programs available for them, that they can enter the workforce in something they choose to do or some business that they're interested in. You know, there are some kids that really like to get in there and work on cars. You know, if we can offer them programs where they have hands-on experience and they can work with cars before they're even out of high school, then that gives them a better chance to have a job and to support their families moving forward.
All right, good to see you. Have a great day.
All 7 board members work closely with parents, Weslaco employees, and community members. The board has to work together to make sure the vision they hold for the district becomes a reality.
My vision for students is to get all of our students to graduate high school, first of all, and then continue their education to a higher level and graduate college and be as successful as they can be and make this, the city of Weslaco proud.
When I was a child, certain people in this community opened the door for me so I could get an education, and I mean school board, and they did a good job. And that's our responsibility, to make sure we open the door for any child to get an education.
Category 2, ensuring alignment. The Board of Trustees oversee the education of students. They are responsible for making sure Weslaco ISD students have the right resources to succeed.
What the responsibility of the school board is to make sure there's accountability. Are those programs really producing what we claim to do? And one of the biggest troubling things that has occurred recently is in some presentations that I do, we're starting to realize that a lot of children, not in Weslaco, but in the Rio Grande Valley, when they go to college, they have to remediate their first year. And to me, that's unacceptable. And you know, in Weslaco, we're looking at that to make sure that doesn't happen to our children. We want our children, once they leave this high school or school system, they're ready to compete in the world.
Our vision is that it's changing. You know, technology is coming in, and it's just so important. It's different from back in the days when we went to school to now. I mean, now it's more technology. You have these kids are with their iPads and their iPhones and stuff like that. And you know, it's not just where you sit in a desk and you just, you know, listen to lectures. It's more group and more interaction with one another.
Board members make sure resources being used in schools are working for Weslaco students.
I've always said a school district is like a puzzle, and every part needs to fit. And as a board member, you see it from your angle, and as a superintendent, you see it from that angle. So as a board member and superintendent, you try to combine it and do the best you can with the district being a puzzle where all the parts need to fit.
Category 3, assess and account for progress. A main responsibility as a school board member is to help the superintendent with his vision for the district.
The board is basically like a corporate board. You have a CEO who runs the company. That's what the superintendent is. He is the CEO. He runs the school district. The school board does not run the school district. Now, the responsibility of the school board is multitask. One, of course, is educational. Second, it's financial.
Us as a board, we set goals for Dr. Alejandro. First of all, we got to have some goals. We have to measure what Dr. Alejandro and the school district is doing. So with these goals that we have, safety is one of our priorities that we have told Dr. Alejandro to work on. And that's very important to me and the other board members.
Trustees also receive evaluation reports on how each Wesco school is doing.
Well, we get reports from our superintendent as to the progress of all the schools, the day-to-day operations, and also not only just the progress, but our attendance. We try to keep our numbers up as far as all the students in school.
Board members also make sure the financial status of the district is current.
We're entrusted with, as a trustee, we're entrusted with making decisions that are sound, that we do our due diligence when we're spending money, and that we do it wisely and we do it, effectively.
And category 4, continuously improving. Above all things, the Board of Trustees must make sure Wesco is at or above all state standards.
Good morning to all of you.
With improvement plans in place to ensure students' academic success.
As a board member, again, you have to study, you have to know what's going on to ensure that whatever is discussed, you're familiar with that particular topic to make a decision.
I see our district going and being the best district in the Valley, and maybe not the Valley, but in the state of Texas. I want the Wesco ISD, to be that school that everyone says, hey, I want to be like Wesco ISD. So that's my vision with the school district, to make sure that we're the best school district in the state of Texas, and we're the model for the state of Texas, that everyone wants to be like us.
I think it's a good thing for the employees and to give back to the community as well.
All 7 Board of Trustees agree they cannot do the job alone.
I think that working with the 6 trustees, it allows everybody to elaborate and discuss and get everybody's opinion. And at that point, then we can all make up our mind as to, once we get to discuss the item, as to make a better educated, a more educated decision.
Another board member is also, he's pretty familiar with it. So, it's kind of easy to just go and ask him, hey, since you're more experienced for this, how does it work? A lot of times, he'll show me, this is how it works.
Each school board member contributes their unique talents to work as a team.
Thank you, Mary.
Everybody's different, and everybody has a different perspective. Our particular board has, I'm working with 6 people that have different backgrounds, different business experience, different education. So their perspective is always interesting to hear. There are a lot of things that I would never have thought of without their perspective, and sometimes that will change my initial view or my initial instinct to vote a certain way.
Yeah, it makes it easier because you're not that one person that decides and makes that one decision. It's a group of 7 of us. There's 7 of us on the board, and the 7 that are on the board now are great guys. All of us are on the same page. We all have the same vision. That vision is to be the best school district in the state of Texas, and not only that, but also to help our employees and our kids. And I think all of us together make a great team.
As we recognize the efforts of our school board members during the month of January, their work continues all year long. Their commitment to the students of Wesco takes them away from their jobs, their hobbies, and even their families. But our board members will all admit serving the needs of students fulfilling aspirations of parents, and supporting the work of teachers in the classroom is all worthwhile. For KWES, I'm Heather Arevalo.